In the grand and varied theater of the natural world, a curious phenomenon often occurs. It is an idea called convergent evolution. This is when creatures from entirely different branches of the tree of life, separated by vast gulfs of time and ancestry, somehow end up looking or behaving in remarkably similar ways. It is as if nature has a set of favorite solutions to life's most persistent problems, and it returns to them again and again. Consider the sleek, streamlined shape of a dolphin. It is a mammal, breathing air and suckling its young. Yet its body is a near-perfect mirror of that of a shark. Both have found that this torpedo-like form is the most efficient way to move through the dense medium of water. Or think of the wings of a bat and the wings of a butterfly. One is made of skin stretched over bone, the other of delicate membrane. Yet both serve the same magnificent purpose, to grant the gift of flight. These are not signs of close kinship, but of nature arriving at the same answer from different starting points. It demonstrates that the environment itself is a powerful sculptor, chiseling away at generations of living things until they fit their world perfectly. On the remote, rugged islands of Indonesia, there lives a true giant of the lizard world, the Komodo dragon. It is a creature that seems to have stepped directly out of a prehistoric past. Reaching up to 10 feet in length and weighing more than a grown man, it is the largest lizard on Earth. With its powerful limbs, armored scales, and a gaze that seems to hold the wisdom of ages, it commands its island kingdom with an air of absolute authority. It is a formidable hunter, armed not just with sharp teeth, but with a venomous bite that can bring down prey as large as a water buffalo. For the people who have shared these islands with the dragons for centuries, such a remarkable animal demands an equally remarkable explanation. Folk stories and ancient myths. In some local traditions, there is a fascinating story told to explain the origin of this magnificent beast. The tale suggests that the Komodo dragon did not begin as a reptile, but that its lineage can be traced back to something far smaller and entirely different: an insect. This is a powerful and poetic idea. It speaks to a deep human intuition about transformation. To understand why the journey from insect to lizard is so improbable, we must first journey back in time, to the very dawn of animal life. Hundreds of millions of years ago, life on Earth made a fundamental split. Two great lineages went their separate ways, forming two supergroups of animals. Diagram: tree splits into arthropods, beetle icon, and chordates, lizard icon. On one branch, we have the arthropods, insects, spiders, crustaceans. Their defining feature is a hard outer shell, an exoskeleton, muscles attached from the inside. On the other branch, we have the chordates. We and the Komodo dragon belong. Our defining feature is a backbone, an internal skeleton. It provides structure and support. These two body plans, external versus internal, are profoundly different. A fork in the evolutionary road with no turning back. For an insect to evolve into a Komodo dragon would require more than size or shape change. It would mean dismantling one body plan and rebuilding it as the other. Lose the exoskeleton, develop an internal, segmented spine. Re-engineer the respiratory system. Insect tracheal tubes, reptile lungs. Although an insect did not literally become a Komodo dragon, the myth touches upon a genuine and fascinating aspect of the natural world: the power of convergent evolution. If the pressures of a particular lifestyle are strong enough, they can indeed push wildly different animals towards a similar appearance. Nature, it seems, has a limited palette of effective designs for a given job. If the task is to burrow through soil, a compact, cylindrical body with strong front limbs is a winning formula. Mole, mole, cricket. We see this principle everywhere we look. The need to see in the dark has led to the evolution of large, forward-facing eyes in owls. Lemurs. The need to eat ants has produced long, sticky tongues and powerful claws in the giant anteater. Aardvark. Echidna. These three animals are from completely different mammalian groups, yet their shared diet has sculpted them into remarkably similar forms. They have converged on the same set of tools because they are all trying to solve the same problem. This is where the idea of extreme convergence becomes such a compelling thought experiment. While an insect could never become a reptile, could the pressures of a predatory lifestyle on a remote island cause an insect to evolve to look like one? It is a speculative but intriguing idea. Imagine an insect lineage growing ever larger over millions of years, developing tough, plate-like armor that resembles scales, evolving a venomous bite to subdue its prey. Such a creature would still be an insect on the inside, with an exoskeleton and a simple heart. But on the outside, it might look uncannily like a small dragon. So, how can we be so certain that the Komodo dragon is a reptile and not the distant descendant of an insect? The answer lies in our remarkable ability to read the book of life itself, the genetic code, or DNA. Every living organism carries its history within its cells. By comparing DNA sequences of different species, we can reconstruct their family tree with astonishing accuracy. This genetic evidence is a definitive biological passport telling us who is related to whom and how closely. Examine Komodo DNA, the story is clear and unambiguous. Its genetic code is overwhelmingly similar to other lizards, particularly monitor lizards, Australia, Asia. It shares genetic architecture of all vertebrates, placing it on the tree of life that includes fish, amphibians, birds, mammals. Its closest living relatives are not beetles, grasshoppers, but other scaly reptiles, sharing a common ancestor tens of millions of years ago. In the end, we can say with confidence, Komodo dragons did not evolve from insects. The scientific evidence comes from genetics and the fossil record. That evidence draws a clear line of reptilian descent. The chasm between the body plan of an arthropod and that of a vertebrate is simply too vast to have been crossed. But to stop there would be to miss the larger and more wonderful point. The question itself was born from a creative folktale, and it pushes us to explore convergence in biology, the surprising and beautiful ways that life can converge. The world is richer for having both stories and science. The ancient myth of the insect dragon gives us a window into the human imagination and our timeless quest to find meaning in the natural world. It is a story of transformation and wonder. Science, in turn, gives us a different kind of wonder. Deep time. Shared ancestry written in DNA. The relentless creative force of natural selection. The two do not have to be in conflict. Instead, they can complement each other, one speaking to our heart and the other to our mind. The truth of the Komodo dragon's origin is no less magical than the myth.